Good afternoon, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to cover the news about Betelgeuse, the star that's in Orion, the Orion constellation. There's been some coverage about this lately in my news feed, maybe not yours, I don't know. But it's a large star that is thought to be on the verge of going supernova. Some quick background about that: if you're not familiar, certain classes of stars, if they are massive enough, during the end of their life cycle, they will implode in a spectacular release of energy and radiation. They implode and then explode again. And it can go nova or supernova if the star is massive enough. And Betelgeuse, turns out, is a red supergiant. That is to say that as large as our sun is to the Earth, Betelgeuse is approximately to our sun in terms of diameter. About the same ratio by my estimate. And it's not known precisely exactly the mass of the star or its distance. It's thought to be between 400 and 650 light years, which means events that happen there take, in that range, 400 to 650 years to reach us, just the light itself. So it could have already actually exploded, and the way we know it's going to, it's on the verge of doing it, is by way of observation of other celestial phenomena, other stars that have exploded, and their behavior right beforehand. It's doing the same thing, basically. It's fluctuating, its brightness is fluctuating, and there are plenty of signs that show it's going to happen very soon in cosmic time. Soon in cosmic time for humans, unfortunately, can mean a day, or it can mean many thousands of years still, or even hundreds of thousands of years. We don't know exactly, but they're saying in the news that it could be very, very soon, actually. And it's not specifically known, one more time. But here's the thing. At which point it does finally go supernova, there will be a new feature of our sky, not just in the nighttime. They're saying this star will be so bright you'll be able to see it in broad daylight, which is a little concerning. It is very far away, and despite its huge size in terms of star sizes and the amount of energy that is released in this kind of event, a supernova, it is so far away that we are assured by our astronomers and authorities that it's not going to represent a danger to the Earth, but I don't imagine they would tell you otherwise, honestly. I think that this kind of thing happens all the time, and it puts things in perspective a little bit for me. Not to get too sappy or philosophical, it reminds me of how brief human lives are in the greater scheme of things, how even humanity itself, having taken millions of years to evolve, obviously by evidence, is still just a flash in the pan. No matter which way we go, we're going to change form. Species are forced to adapt or mutate. And this is a recurring theme all throughout life. The history of life that we understand from Earth and fossil records, from anthropological evidence and other clues, we know that things don't stay the same. It's really easy to forget that. It's easy to take things for granted and to think that we have some ownership of this place, that we have some permanent claim on this rock that's orbiting the sun, which itself will someday expand beyond its current size, much, much beyond. The fate of our sun is going to be different, is my understanding. It will become a red giant. It will not nova or supernova. It just doesn't have that much mass in it, but it will grow. Our sun is the type of star that will eventually become redder and much, much larger. But that'll be about the end of it. It'll just continue to do that until it basically fizzles out eventually. And I don't want to get too far into it. There is an idea that a big crunch, or the opposite, the big crunch would be if everything in the universe were to converge yet again at some future point, some very, very distant future point, where gravity finally pulls things back together, slows the expansion of the universe that we can see today, slows it to the point where it reverses. That's one possibility that I don't believe has been disproven. Or that things will eventually fly apart completely. In either case, it is thought that eventually there will be a cooling of the universe to the point where what we understand now will not be recognizable anymore. However, and this is the bright side, I think, it is unimaginable what people can actually do and control given the fullness of time, what people can eventually achieve. By people, I mean intelligence, obviously, not just human beings, but our future selves, whoever they are. I'd like to think that when there's a will, there's a way, that every problem has a solution, and it's not outside of the realm of possibility that things on a very large scale could someday be controllable, even and including the fate of the universe, or any universe, really. Prove me wrong. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.